What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Jackson. I think I finally figured out my backdrop for my videos. I'm still not too sure yet. I'm experimenting, but I'm starting to think I like this. Power's here, and today I got another storytime video. I know the storytime videos usually do pretty well. A lot of you guys enjoy them, so I figured I'd tell you one today, and this is one that I've had for a minute. This is the story of the worst wedding I ever went to. I mean, that's just a great story, right? So let's get right into it. So let me take you back to the year of 2021. The summer of 2021. Just finished my junior year of high school, and COVID it was still going on, but it was to the point where it was getting managed so we could go out and do shit again. And I hear from my mom and my stepdad that we're gonna take a trip to St. Louis for the summer, for not the summer, for kind of a little vacation, a little weekend vacation, a little getaway. I'm like, cool. And then I agree to go, and then I hear, oh yeah, we're also going for a wedding, and some of your family's gonna be there. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm assuming this wedding, it's gonna be people I know and a bunch of good shit. So I'm like, sweet, let's go. Trip from Indianapolis to St. Louis is about 4 hours, so I'm like, cool, that's great. We get in the car and we start driving, listening to music. I was in an Alice in Chains phase at this point, so I was listening to just a bunch of their music on the way there in my AirPods. It was a good time. I think Sludge Factory came on, Down in the Hole came on a few times, Wood, Rooster, all those songs. A lot of great songs. And, little sidetrack, but my middle name is Lane. And it's spelled the same way Lane Staley spelled his Lane, because he died a few months before I was born, so it worked out perfectly for me to get that middle name. I mean, obviously you don't want someone to die, but that's just how it went. That has nothing to do with the story, though. So we're driving to St. Louis. We get to the city. Obviously, the first thing we do, we go and see the arch. I got a couple pictures with it, like that one. Yeah, that was from far away. And then that one right there, that was also another good one. I mean, just some good pictures, just to prove I was actually there. Those happened. But yeah, we went, saw the arch, went to the museum, had a lot of fun, and then we checked into the hotel, went to a pool. Because there was a pool in the hotel. Once again, had fun at the pool, came back, went to sleep. Also, little funny thing that happened the first day we were there. My mom decided she wanted to iron all of our dress shirts that we were going to wear to the wedding. And my stepdad had just bought this brand new dress shirt. Literally, while we were on the way up there, we stopped at a store to get dress shirts, and he literally had just bought it. And I bought a new one there, but I'd also brought one, so I had two with me. And she went to iron it and burnt a hole right through the shirt that he just bought. Oh my god, that shit was hilarious. So it was a good thing I had my extra dress shirt with me, so he had a shirt to wear. But that just a little funny detail I wanted to throw in there. But so where was I? Wake up the next day, and then we decide to go to the St. Louis Zoo. And once again, had a lot of fun. This is the day of the wedding, by the way. We went to the St. Louis Zoo, which I'm going to point out is way better than the Indianapolis Zoo. Just so you know, I've been to the Indianapolis Zoo lots of times. It was a lot more fun when I was a kid. The older I got, the less fun it got. But the St. Louis Zoo, very good zoo. You should go to that one. But we went, saw a lot of cool animals. I saw a small wild ass, which is not really what it said, but that's what it thought it said. So I took a picture of it and I actually posted it on my Instagram. It's right there. But yeah, we went and saw the zoo, saw some penguins. This is such an exciting story so far, right? So then we go to the hotel and get all dressed and shit, and then go to this wedding. We find out, like on the way there, the wedding is a no alcohol wedding. Now, I was 18 at the time, so I wasn't drinking, but I sympathized with all the people that were not being able to drink, because the things that make weddings the most fun are the drunk people. I'm just gonna point that out, because they're the ones having the best time, like, yeah, like, and all that. So no alcohol at this wedding. Just the first red flag of this fucking thing. So we get there, everyone's all pissed, like, man, want some alcohol. We're sitting there waiting for the wedding to start, and the dude sitting next to me, who was actually a friend of one of my cousins, who's actually my mom's cousin, so I don't know how that, I guess he's my cousin too, but anyway, they were friends, and he was there, and he was like, yeah, I definitely had a shot of something before I came in here, and I just started laughing, and I'm like, yeah, dude, there are a lot of people pregame for this, don't feel bad. So then the wedding starts, and then I see two people that are getting married. Never met these fucking people in my life. So red flag number 2. Oh, and then I had to sit through that. I had to sit through all of that shit. And then I find out the reason the wedding is no alcohol is because the bride's grandpa had a drinking problem. And he couldn't be around alcohol. So everyone was like, well, Grandpa needs to go home, and I'm going to have a beer. That's basically what the whole mood was like the whole time. But finally, the wedding gets done, and then I'm like, cool, and I'm like, oh, fuck, there's a fucking reception afterwards that I have to stick around for. And I'm just sitting there, and I have to sit through this best man speech. Once again, someone I don't know. And I'm like, why the fuck did I agree to this? This is just the worst wedding I've ever been to. Hands down. And I'm like, I came to St. Louis for vacation, not for this bullshit. So I have to sit through all that. And then we get to the food, and I'm thinking, finally, something good. Nope. Food was shitty, and it was cold. So that's just... this whole wedding was just horrible. And then I had to sit through people dancing, and then my mom and my sister wanted to dance, so I had to sit there and just wait. It didn't help. There was a NXT represent, by the way. There was an NXT pay-per-view on that day that I really wanted to watch. So I was sitting there at my wedding table on the phone, just watching this fucking pay-per-view while there's a bunch of bullshit going on around me. Like, by the time I got back to the hotel room, it was the main event. So I basically had to watch the entire thing from that whatever it was, wherever that wedding, I think it was some sort of wedding hall. I had to watch this NXT pay-per-view from there. I think it was the one where LA Knight won the $1 million championship in a ladder match, and then Karrion Kross had this huge fatal 5-way match and retained the NXT title. It was a great show, but I was sitting there watching it like, oh my god, get me the fuck out of this wedding. So yeah, I don't know how good I did at explaining that. The cake was good. That was the only thing that wedding had going, was the cake. So yeah, the most boring, worst wedding I've ever been to. And no one wanted to be there. Just nobody wanted to be there. If the people whose wedding that was see this, I would say I'm sorry, but I'd be lying. I didn't know who you were. You probably don't even know who I am. That wedding was dog shit. That's all I gotta say. The worst wedding I've ever been to, and y'all just got to hear about it. So, yeah, hopefully I did a decent job at explaining. If not, well, sorry. But with that being said, let me know how you guys rate the new background, the new backdrop, my shelf of cool shit behind me. if you guys want me to keep making videos back here or with that in the background, I will. Honestly, I'll probably still do it even if you don't. So, to be honest with you. I'm just kidding. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video, especially if you made it this far. For the love of God, you are a very, very loyal and like good, patient person if you made it this far. So, if you're still watching, go ahead and click the subscribe button and turn on the bell notifications. Follow everything in the description box. Leave a comment and say something nice to somebody. With that being said, thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time. Bye.